Hello and welcome everyone. For today's tutorial, we'll be walking through how to create a new 360 project. First, we need to navigate to the Go To drop-down menu in our global navigation bar up at the top. Hover over the 360 option and click on Create a 360. You'll be then taken to the Select a Starting Point. Here you get the option to select a template, a previous project, or start your project from scratch. If you were to select to start from a template, the following items will be locked for editing: the scale, who receives the report, the level, scale questions or items, and any open-ended questions. If you were to create this project from a previous project that you have created within the ThinkWise system, you will be able to edit those items. But for today's tutorial, I'm going to be starting from scratch, a brand new project. I'm going to select Start here at the bottom right. You'll then be taken to the Basic Survey Information page. On this screen, you will provide basic information about your survey. First off is the name. Make it as descriptive as possible. For example here, I'm going to call this 360 project Acme Executive Leadership Survey. Description: give as much detail as you can. This description will be available in the drop-down list throughout the system to help you identify the project. For example, this is a 360 survey to assess the executive leadership team at Acme. Next is the due date. This is the date by which the respondents should complete their survey. This is not a hard close date, and if the due date comes and goes, the project remains open and the respondents are still able to provide feedback. So for today's project, I'm going to select the end of this month. Next is the scale type and the range of values. ThinkWise provides you with 3 scales: agreement, satisfaction, and importance. If you wish to create your own custom scale, you would select Custom at the very bottom of the list. But for today, I'm going to select Agreement. And for the range of values, I'm going to select 5-point scale with NA. This will then generate an image to show you what this scale will look like for your respondents. Next is where you set the level of survey items that will be used in this survey. You get 3: executive, manager, and individual contributor. Now, manager and executive are pretty similar, but individual contributor differs a lot. So for today, executive makes the most sense here. Next is who should receive the reports. You get 3 options: you, the administrator, only the participant, or both the survey administrator and a participant. Most commonly used is both survey administrator and participant. If you wish to make this 360 survey project an organizational template, you need to select the checkbox here. So next time when you start a new 360 survey project, you're able to select this survey template. Who will be the administrator of this project? You can set up the survey but assign the task of monitoring and finalizing it to someone else. Please note, if you assign the project to another person, you will no longer have access to the project or the resulting reports. Since I filled out all the options here on this basic survey information page, I'm ready to go ahead and navigate to the next step of creating my 360 project. I'm going to select Next down here at the bottom right. In this step, you'll be selecting the items. Items are behavioral statements about the person being surveyed. People responding to the survey, the respondents, rate the extent to which they agree or disagree with the statement with respect to the participant. You'll be provided with the Competency Model drop-down menu. ThinkWise comes with a set of sample competency models you can use for your 360 project. Please note, if you base your 360 project on a previous project, then items will already be selected when you open this page. ThinkWise Competitive Competency Model. Within this competency model, there is 82 items with 7 open-ended questions. Within the ThinkWise Items tab, you will find competencies, supporting competencies, and items which are preloaded. Choose which to include by clicking the check marks. These items cannot be edited or changed in any way. Next, we have My Custom Items. In this tab, you will be able to add categories, subcategories, and items. The items created here are only available to the individual who entered them, unless the project is an organizational template. This will allow others to base a project on your template but not edit your items in any way. Creating your own competencies and subcategories and items will be discussed in a later video. So now I feel comfortable with my competency model and the items I've chosen. I'm ready to go ahead and navigate to the next step in the process by clicking Next at the bottom right of the page. Next is the Select Open-Ended Questions step. Here, you will be able to select open-ended questions that will be displayed at the end of your survey. Simply click on the checkbox to the left of the question to add them, or uncheck them to deselect. You also have the option to add your own open-ended question. It is recommended that you have no more than 5 open-ended questions per project. Once you have selected or added your own open-ended questions, you're ready to move on to the next step. You are now ready to upload your roster. Steps and best practices for uploading a 360 roster will be discussed in another video. This concludes the tutorial for today. Thank you for joining and have yourself a great day.